like, is it too loud or too close to my face here? Where are we at? We're over here by, what, Sanguine Estates? Place I call Flatbacker Cove. Let me slow that down. Alright, so this is just one little fight I have before I'm going to fast forward to the finale. And I'm showing you these different, like, 360-degree views because I'm pretty dug in here. It's kind of hard to see me from anywhere. Like, maybe someone from over there. But from back here, like, I'm pretty invisible. And this dude Orion Burst, like, he rocket rammed in, and I don't think there was any way he could have seen me from his earlier arrival to what I call Flatbacker Cove here. This is where all the flatbackers come when they don't want to be seen flatbacking. Anyway, so I found this kind of sus, as the kids say. All right, so this guy's kicking around, and he's going to rocket ram up here. I don't have a bounty on me. I have not been marked. So when this guy rocket rams up, there's some lag here, so bear with me, as there always is on these. He's kicking around, you know. Now, of course, I couldn't see his name tag, and he can't see mine, but... Okay. He's looking straight up. There's no way he could have seen me dug in right there. Alright, sorry. Let me back up a little bit. Now, somehow right about there, as he starts to face down, I suppose he can see me at this point? But, like, how did this dude, like, perfectly dial it? Was he just randomly coming to the top of the hill here? I don't know. I thought this was pretty sus. But the way this goes down is pretty epic. I didn't like how he just out of nowhere pushed on me perfectly. I took some fall damage, but this is where I got pretty lucky. I walled up and put roof tiles up. Waited for him to push. I thought he was going to come over the top and drop down. Instead, he was kind of spraying me, so what do? I'm like, okay, I'm just going to push up and fight this guy. I've had it. I'm not going to wait around. Excuse me, bro. You just got caught on the tip of the rocket ram there and got obliterated. I'd never got an elim like that before. I thought that was so hilarious. And there I am just spooning my rocket ram. I love you, rocket ram. Thank you. Anyway, I thought that was hilarious. Like, okay, bro, let's see what you get. I gave him a little take 14. Okay, so let me move it forward here a bit. But that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that to happen that way. But this end part here was pretty wild. I went back and, like I said, I've rescanned all this. It was a spicy finish, man. I don't usually do this well, but on the rescan, I noticed that these players were basically kind of the same caliber as me, maybe a little better. But that's probably the only reason why I got to one, because if they were better, they would have had me on the ropes and probably would have got me. Okay, I want to back this up just a little bit more. We'll go to gameplay, and you can see it from my point of view, because it was kind of crazy. And I almost made a couple of crucial mistakes. Alright, so... last time. Okay, so Up in Smoke is going to push over and go past me. Those dudes are over there doing their own thing. I don't really know what's going on. I kind of blow it. I should have... I missed some shots here. But let's just go along for the ride, and I'll try and let this play out. I don't like this part of the map. I don't fight very well here. So I wasn't really sure what to do. So I just kind of bunkered up. Here's someone coming by. Missed my jump. That set me back. Some lag. Okay, so I don't know if you saw that right there. That guy shockwaved up to rocket ram down. I've never seen anyone do that before. And I was smart because he hit me for 50 shield damage. Actually, with, yeah, because I'm playing Bill, there's no overshield. Either way, he took half my shield away. I thought I might have got some damage too, but I didn't for him. But that was a smart move by him, and he almost pulled it off really well. You shockwave again. No, I don't know. There's a dude to my left. I was just too busy trying to get to a place where I could build and camp and fight out from. Sometimes you just gotta trust your instincts and like not overthink it. If you don't pay attention to the storm, yeah, it can get you killed. But I'm kind of too scatterbrained. I can't always pay attention to all the things I need to. I got really fortunate here that the mountain to my left protected me from the player that's on the other side of it. Pistols at medium, the medium long range are still effective. Don't be afraid to use them, especially if they're purple or gold. That dude was smart. He got out of there just in time. That's how you counter rocket rams. Probably the best is with shockwaves. To carry a shockwave and a rocket ram, that's 2 slots. So what are you carrying? A heal, 2 mobility, and then 2 weapons? That's, I guess, a good loadout, but I typically only carry 1 form of mobility. But this other player pushed me because he had to come in from the storm too, and we missed a couple of key shotgun pumps, man. I thought I was dead here. Lag right there. So you see on that last push, I got my wall up just in time and then missed my shoddy pump. I thought it was over. I missed that one. I thought it was over again. But I heard him enough. He had to wall up. He didn't push. That was his mistake. I mean, I guess that's the smart play at the time. But Storm's about to push, so we got to get out of here. Reload. See that right there? I don't normally get the redeploy thing that's off of zip lines or whatever, but I hoped I had that augment this game. I was pretty sure I did, and when I jumped off, that was a big help for me to get space from them as they were trying to push me. Got very lucky. Okay, this is also a big deal. When this guy up in smoke comes at me, and I realize he has a pistol, I have a pistol, I get really confident in this fight here because once I know what he has, I'm not afraid of him. Remember I said he was carrying 2 mobility slots. He had shockwaves and a rocket ram. So that means maybe this is his only close range. I would have been way more like hesitant to run right at him if he had a really powerful shotgun or an SMG. Those pistols are automatic. Just empty the clip. If it's gold, you're gonna kill them. You're gonna, especially in build where there's no overshield. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Guy's got high ground. I got a ram. Okay, this is bad news. This guy's got a ram too. He might land right on me. This is pretty scary. But he didn't ram me. That was his mistake. He landed too far away. This is what gets him killed. Sorry, I meant to say he didn't ram me off the side of the mountain where I would have taken fall damage. Because he did ram me, but it knocked me into the rock. And I was ready with my shotgun, and he couldn't recover. So, that was my dub. That was kind of cool. Let's get out of this one. And we got 2 more we're going to do real quick. They're pretty funny. The whole, like, pausing the game, the replay, I should say, whenever you're like parallel to the ground. You're like, perpendicular, and you're prone, I should say, and you're like just hugging your rocket ram like you love it, like it's saving you, like a body pillow. Okay, so there's this one. Let's get in here. Hello, viewer. I can't see your comments. I'm just doing some recaps. This is 2 of 3 I'm going to do. And the reason I'm doing it now, I would normally do it when there's more time, but there's the update for Fortnitemares in a few hours, so I just wanted to get this done because there was a couple of funny recaps moments I had where I got some lucky dubs. Alright. 20. Almost there. It's got to go to 20, not 18. Hope you're all having a good day out there. Time. Yeah, this will work. What? No, free for a moment. Let's go let that play. Okay, this dude over here, Aussie Jewel, 21. I heard him like just firing on people. Pretty sure he had no idea I was back here about to push him. Let me speed up a bit. Okay, so I thought I could do like some real significant damage with a sticky grenade launcher, but he was smart. He built the right way and avoided the splash damage. Now, I tried to suppress him. He got very lucky. He built these ramps and these floor tiles, but fell beneath him. And that kind of saved him, because what I was doing was going over his head. He didn't mean to land down there. He got lucky, but sometimes that happens in build, right? He ramps up. Now, when I saw him pushing me, even though he was hurt, I knew he was a pretty good player. I knew he wasn't lame. So when I saw him kind of ramping up, I was like, Storm's going to move. I'm going to try and rocket through him and do some damage and hopefully kill him to fall damage. And I just missed. He had to be hurt if he's doing minis. So let's go over here for a moment. I'm going to pause it once I get back up on top of the roof. Okay, so I end up here. I'm going to fast forward here. Aussie Joel takes the zip line, fires on me. He gets some fire from people across the way there. But the ending here is pretty hilarious because of I'm using the rocket ram and the shockwaves way more now. And I don't want to say that I was afraid to use them in the beginning. It takes a while for me to warm up. I'm a slow learner. So I was kind of using a lot of observation of how people use them effectively before I started incorporating it. And this is one of the first times like I won a game specifically from pushing someone and rocket ramming on it, which was kind of cool. So Quartet Ultra's a bot. Aussie Jewel and Digi are players. I don't know why Aussie Jewel thought to rocket over that way. He ends up dying in Storm. It's pretty stupid. Like, he was getting pressure from Digi and maybe thought Quartet was going to give him a harder time than he did. But when you hear that's another cool thing about the new season is when you're in top 10, you hear the eliminations, so you know people are dropping out, and that lets you know, like, oh, I can push. Like, there's only 1 or 2 people down there. Okay, so let me change this real quick to... Okay, so I see this guy down there. I know that guy is paper mache. He's done. He's a pile of loot now. And this is where I just go for it with a rocket ram. And this poor digi guy, like, he just walked right into where I was landing. He had no chance. Okay. Those turrets, they shred you, like especially at close range. As soon as I saw that, I knew I had to go full push. I think I had a blue or a purple sharp tooth, which I don't use very often, but at this range and a little closer, the sharp tooth is like the deadliest shotgun ever. Like, doesn't have a big spread, but if you got someone like 15 to 30 meters away, like it shreds people. Of course, it's good with headshots, but I'm just saying, like, that's a shotgun that does really good medium short range damage, and if you have it, then just unload on someone. Dr. Doom wins again. Yeah, I wasn't gonna waste any time because that turret right behind me was gonna cut me in half if I didn't go over there and crush that dude. So let's go back to the lobby and we'll do the third of 3 recaps. And then we'll be done for a bit. I haven't done a recap vid in a while. Just wanted to throw one out there. Man, this season I have probably 60 second place finishes. I'm not kidding. Like, I started off like so close to winning so many games, and it wasn't happening. I finally leveled out, and I'm getting some wins now. I'm close to 20, or maybe I have more than 20. But I mean, dude, I should have 30 or 35 wins easy. Like, but it is what it is. I make mistakes. I'm old. I don't always press my buttons properly, and I make old dumb mistakes. My eyes aren't great, and sometimes I just lose to better players. You know, that's the way it goes. Cheating or not, there's a lot of sweaty people sometimes that are in pub drops, and what are you going to do? You just can't beat them. I think this is where I want to be. I tried to I didn't write down the times of when I was supposed to jump in. Yeah, okay. Now this is a game. This one is rough. Not rough, but this last guy that I fight is really good. Where are we at here? You guys are over there. Should probably put it just a little bit more. This last guy, man, I had him on the ropes. I was shredding him and shredding him and shredding him, and he kept getting away. Okay, here we go. Little Nate. Let me pause it here. So these are the last 3. Tuscan Shield and Little Nate 0864 version 2. Little Nate's a good player. And he had me. Like, he must have been real upset when he lost this because he had to keep healing, which means he didn't have much shield, and I had about 150, and I only had like 5 health when I get the dub here. It's so clutch. But I'll let this roll on gameplay before I do any cycling around with the drone, because this was frustrating. Like, I had this little Nate guy on the run, and I just couldn't put him away, and that's why I knew he was a good player. Good players are slippery. Nice lag there, thank you. See, he got out of that quick. He knew he was low and that was going to explode, and he's like, yeah, I'm not taking explosion damage. He's smart. Now, I could have stayed there and tried to track him down, but Storm's like a 5-click right here. I don't think it's an 8-click yet. I'm not going to take a chance losing 15 to 20 health hoping I finish him off, because he turns around and hits me with something, I'm done. So I played it safe and kept pushing. No clear shot. He was lucky. Okay, so I was suppressing, keeping the pressure on. I know he's hurt. If you're using minis or shielding, that means you're in trouble. Like you're 4 or 5 bullets away. So I was trying to put the pressure on. I have shockwaves. I don't normally push like this. I said, let's go for it. I was pretty happy because I landed a pretty good shockwave to shoddy pump, which is a progression. I would have never been able to do this even a couple months ago. Just missed him. That tight spread on the sharp tooth. See, that's what I like about shockwaves. You can shockwave straight up and survey. And if they make a mistake and pop out, you can, on the way down, you can light them up with a shoddy. Like, it's really, really a good tactic that if you practice it, you can just really clap a lot of people that way. Or put them in a lot of trouble. I probably should have went down sooner. That was wild, man. He had me on the ropes. I kept hitting him with those shoddy pumps, but they weren't headshots, and he was sticking with it. It was pretty crazy. So let me back that one up just a little bit here, and we'll do it from a drone angle. Because props, Little Nate was good. He's a good player, you know. I mean, I'll do it from his perspective so you can see how much pressure I was putting him under, and then we'll put this one to bed. Go back a little further. And you know, sorry, like I'm doing this on an old console. I don't have a video card. I'm not on a PC, so I have to do all this like live in real time. It's kind of sloppy. But, you know, this is how I have fun with it. I'm trying to track progress. Now he was a little lax right there. He probably should have went right after that dude. I mean, I'm not sure why he was so patient. Maybe that guy was giving him a hard time. I don't know. But I steal the kill from distance. Hello, second viewers. Okay, see, so that was me lasering him. He had to get away from behind the tree. He went to go for heals. He couldn't do it because the storm was pushing him out. He had a decision to make. But this, like I said, this guy's a good player, and he really, really almost stole this from me. Remember, if you see someone grabbing minis or using minis, they're hurt. Like, there's no two ways about it. That's when you really want to put the heat on them. A little lag right there. See, there were splashes in there. I think he should have grabbed those slaps, done those, ate the shield fish, and then bounced. But whatevs. He is so lucky he didn't take a headshot right there. There was my laser. I'm pressing him from far away. This guy's good. This guy can play. He's better than me. There's that fucking really sweet shoddy pump from the shockwave. I was so proud of that. Oh man, I almost ended it right there. And look, no offense, like I don't like lightsabers. I've lost a lot of games to him lately, especially with the force push. If that guy would have force pushed me, I mean, I think he felt he didn't have time because I had height and I had that shotgun. But if he was able to force push me, that would have changed everything. But I think he second guessed it, and you second guess in one-on-one fights and you usually lose. And when you hear someone chopping kegs, you, like I said, you know they're in trouble. That was it. That was intense, man. Like that was a really, really good fight, you know. And as you can see, I had 5 health. And I've lost a number of games with to people with 5 health. So that was it. Just want to do a quick little trio recap here. Three dubs of the past week or so. I'll put an end to this one. We'll put it to bed. Everyone, leave some comments. Give me a hard time. Tell me I'm terrible. I don't care. Um, keep having fun out there. Fort Nightmares is coming. So everybody get ready for some Horde Rush. And I'll see you guys out there on the island. Keep dropping. Keep playing the game straight up. And I will see you guys later. Swiney over and out. Thanks for watching. Oh, that's not the right one. I don't want that. I want this. Thank you, everybody. I will